Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to continue with our focus on persuasive writing, and I'm going to actually have you write a letter today, and I'm going to have you use the format that we've used many times before for a friendly letter, and then we will also use our Oreo method to organize our ideas in the letter so you can persuade the person you're writing your letter to agree with you or to do something that you want them to do for you. So just a little reminder, when we're writing a friendly letter, we want to start with the date at the top. We have our greeting, that would be next. So that usually be dear and whoever you're writing to. There's a little pause after that, so we put a comma. Then here, these lines are representing your sentences that you'll be writing, and that's the body of your letter. Once you've finished everything you need to say, you're going to have your closing. So that's something that would either be from, if you're very close to someone, you might say love, you might say sincerely, or your friend. If it's to a parent, you could say your son or your daughter. So you're closing, and there's a pause again, so we want to put a comma, and then we finish with our signature, which is really a fancy way of just saying your name. So you're going to finish with your name at the bottom. So today you're going to think of something that you would like, or something that you want to persuade a parent, a teacher, a grandparent, friend. Okay, you want to maybe get something from them or have them agree to do something for you. And we're going to use the Oreo format again. So once we start with, you've got your date and your greeting, then you can start with this part for the body. So in our body, we want to remember to state right away our opinion, or it could be what we want or what we're asking them for. Then we want to have reasons, try to add some examples along with those reasons. And then at the end, you want to state your opinion again. If it's something that you want them to do or something to give to you, you want to make sure that is known right near the bottom. And then of course we would have our closing and your name at the bottom. So I'm going to start with, when I was younger, I had decided that I thought I wanted to play baseball. My brother had played baseball, and I watched, and I decided, I think I'd like to play baseball. So I'm going to write a persuasive letter to my mom, asking her to sign me up for baseball. So I'm going to start with kind of my opinion or what I want. So I've already written my date and my greeting, dear mom, with my comma. So now I'm going to indent a little and say, I think that you should sign me up to play baseball this summer. So I've shared my opinion. So this is what I want from her. I think you should sign me up to play baseball this summer. So now I've got to convince her why she should, pay for me to play, and she's gonna have to drive me to baseball practices and games. So I want to convince her that this is a good idea. So I'm gonna start with my first reason. Okay, so I'm going to start with the fact that it's going to help me to work hard towards different goals. I'm going to learn some new skills. So I'm going to start with that. So I've told her what I want. Okay. So I'm going to say my first reason, playing baseball will teach me some new skills, and it will help me to learn to work hard. Okay, so playing baseball will teach me some new skills and it will help me to learn to work hard. So I'm going to maybe give a little bit of an example. I will practice throwing. Whoops. My G's a little funny looking there. I will practice throwing, catching, and hitting the ball we'll say week, because I probably won't do it every day, but every week. I will, so we use the word persevere, means we keep trying, you don't give up. I will persevere and not give up, because that's something my parents always wanted me not to give up. Keep trying, keep trying. So here is a way to have me practice persevering. So now I need another reason. So I'm going to do kind of a connecting word. So I might say also. So when I have that connecting word, I'm going to put comma there. So also, right? Something my parents would always want us to do. They tell us to get outside and get some fresh air. Well, baseball is a great way to get outside, get some exercise and fresh air. Also, baseball is a great way to exercise and get fresh air. And I think I'll add just a little example there that perhaps my parents have, or my mother in particular, has been saying I'm staying inside too much. Maybe I'm on my computer too much or video games. So I'll say, you always say I need to get outside more. To get outside more often. Okay, so that example is going to be great because that's talking about you. Hey, Mom, you always, and I think I forgot the S there. Whoops. Always say I need to get outside and exercise more often. So here we go. So I'm going to add one more reason. So I want to have a connecting word. So last time, I think I'd written finally when we did some writing. So maybe this time I'll put, we could do fine. I always like finally. I'm going to do finally, or could say lastly. Let's see, finally. Okay. This is going to be a great way for me to make new friends, right? You have to, baseball you don't play by yourself. And I'll have to cooperate. Finally, I will make new friends. And maybe I could put an example of that, right? So to go along with I will make new friends, I could say, I will meet lots of kids on my baseball team. So I want to finish off finally with that opinion, or what I really, really want. So I want to make sure I leave her with my final thought that I really, really want to play baseball. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to read it over myself before I do the rest. I like to go back. So May 20th, 2020. Dear Mom, I think that you should sign me up to play baseball this summer. Playing baseball will teach me some new skills and it will help me to learn to work hard. I will practice throwing, catching, and hitting the ball every week. I will persevere and not give up. Also, baseball is a great way to exercise and get fresh air. You always say I need to get outside more often. Finally, I will make new friends. I will meet lots of kids on my baseball team. So I'm going to kind of restate my beginning. So instead of saying I think, maybe say I feel, or I really want to, or I would love. Maybe I'll use the word love to really get across my point. I would love to play baseball. Let's see if I can fit this in here. Baseball this summer. Exclamation point. So all I need to do now is continue with my proper format for my letter. So I'm going to do my closing. Since it's my mother and I love my mother, I'm probably just going to say love. So I will write love and I'll put a comma and then I will put my name. And so I'm going to write my name, Marianne, because my mom does not call me Mrs. Chilcott. She calls me my given first name. So I can go back and again, I can reread it, but I already did reread it to you. And as I read it over, I might decide I want to change something if I need to. Also, I want to make sure I have those capitals and periods. The only thing, if I look back on this, that I might do is I might have added a word at the beginning here, like first of all, playing baseball will teach me some new skills, or I could have done that. Okay, but I did include some linking words here, so that works. Okay, so I want you to think of something that a topic that you can write to someone, a nice persuasive letter, and I want you to try to do what I did and follow our Oreo method for including our thoughts, but also you want to remember today we've got the second part of the fact that it's going to be a letter. So we want to remember our 5 parts of a friendly letter and organizing our ideas. I look forward to seeing all of the different topics and all of the letters that you write. Have a great day.